Hi, everyone. I'm Katie with OceanCity.com, and I am thrilled to be here with Hueston, who is kicking off Country's Calling this year, or this weekend, on the inaugural Country's Calling. How are you?
I am good. A little tired, but I'm good. How are
We're ma
you?
we're making it through, aren't we?
We are. It's been a week. It's
It's,
been a
it's,
it's been a years. It's been a life.
it, I can't agree more with that for sure. So tell us a little bit about yourself. You are kicking off with you're going to go right after Jimmy Charles, who is like a local star down here. You get to go right after him on the boogie stage. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Um, so I like long walks on the beach. uh, yeah, so I was that's a good question. I am a musician from based out of South Florida. I've been playing music since I was about 10 years old. I'm 31 years old. Music has always been like a really big therapeutic part of my life. Always been my passion. I was one of those people that just like when I found it freed me, you know? So yeah, I was born in Providence, Rhode Island. I moved here with my mother and my brothers in 1999. And yeah, just have been really, once I found music, I've always had a love and a passion for it. I'm really big on just really showcasing pain through music and people who have been through trauma and who have not had it easy in life. Um, Really just big on giving them a voice. To me, obviously being in the music industry, it's very hard to navigate. A lot of it is very fake, if I'm going to be honest. So I'm kind of sitting on, my music is very just its own thing. And I kind of just try to sit on the outskirts and not do what everybody's doing. And I just kind of feel like I'm a little more of a voice for the everyday person, people that are going through stuff, you know?
I was gonna say, I feel like that's kind of why you stand out, like in the industry. Like you have that, I don't want to say I don't care attitude, but more so, I'm gonna do my own thing. I'm gonna be a voice for people. Is there somebody that you kind of looked up to, like in the music industry, that kind of you connected with as like a younger musician? You're like, oh, that's what I want to do. I want to be like that musician.
When I was younger, uh, a lot of it was like old school musicians. So like Ray Charles is like a super big influence on me. Um, AC/DC original lineup, Bon Scott, um, Etta James. Um, just like honestly, I connect more to like an older time, but also like in hip hop stuff, like super connect with that style of music as well. Like, the Biggies of the world, the Pox of the world, Naughty by Nature was a big one growing up. Also really loved like the Beastie Boys and their I always gravitated towards just authenticity. So like something that I could feel that was always like in music, like when somebody's really not trying, I hate to say the word trying because trying is a good thing to do, but something that's just authentic, like people really authentically being who they are. I honestly don't really, if I'm going to be honest, don't really listen to a lot of modern music. Um, but one that comes to mind because we have the same management and I've gotten to connect with him and he actually has like really helped my career in a lot of ways is Jelly Roll. Amazing guy. Jason is a great dude. And yeah, I mean, like it's kind of I give him a lot of credit too because I started putting music on TikTok and my music started kind of like going naturally. And all my fans just ruthlessly tagged him and Bunny like bad. And he finally like responded and it was like a big moment for me and like it helped a lot. And he responded in a comment. He said, "Hey man, this is amazing. Keep going." And the internet saw that and it like kind of launched me into another level of this. And then I went on to like start playing shows with him and meeting him and just an amazing person, great dude. And yeah, like just that type of person inspires me because in this industry it's very hard. You know, you meet a lot of heroes and sometimes you're disappointed or sometimes it's just not the right moment. But he's always been just nothing but loving, endearing. Every time I see him, he's busy as hell. But like when I see him, even if it's 5 seconds, there's a hug. It's, hey, I love you, little bro. Like, keep doing what you're doing. I've been there. I played the smaller stages. Like, dude, you're gonna be there. Blah blah blah. My son went through certain things in his life. He got to meet my son, and just a great guy, honestly. So he definitely inspires me. Another one is another friend of mine who I got to meet and play with, who's my boy Teddy Swims. Amazing person, same thing, just honestly just a sweetheart. Alan Stone as well, good friend of mine that I got to meet on this journey, who is just an absolutely incredible musician. I got to play with Teddy and Alan on the same show, our last gig, and I was just in awe just watching them, and it was great because they came and saw me and hung out with us, and it was just nice. It's nice when you meet musicians at the top that actually are just really good people that believe in the next guy,
Right, right.
because
So
that's not always the thing.
oh, of course, of course. And I even like myself think, wow, like when I'm down there, like, talking to all these artists and seeing them, I'm like, wow, like they're so nice and they're just real people like you and I are. And,
Hmm.
they just have this really great quality. They're a singer, they're an actor, whatever it is.
Right.
Looking back, like, how would you how would you describe to your younger self, like, God, like this is happening. If you could write a letter to your younger self, like right now, what would you say? Like knowing all this stuff is going to happen, like what advice would you give your younger self? Like knowing Jelly Roll, you're talking to Teddy Swims, like these are like coworkers of yours or like supporters of yours. What would you, tell your younger self?
That's a pretty deep question. I would just say that I'm proud of you and you're enough. Damn, you're gonna get me emotional here for a second.
Sorry, I wish
But
I could
like,
touch you.
I don't know. I grew up I saw stuff as a kid that I shouldn't have seen and experienced things. So there's a certain part of me that is very competitive because I want to make it and I'm going to be the best, and I believe that in my heart. But a lot of that comes from insecurity. And there's been times where I've been with those guys and thought in my head, just being in my own head, like, I don't know if this person likes me, blah, 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 and like get like sheltered. And like I've been working on myself to realize that, like, what is that feeling? And I think it goes back to what you just said, like the inner child. And just again, just like you're enough, and I love you and I'm proud of you, because a lot of times in this business, especially dealing with like the uppers or whatever and getting in, it's very cold, and it's like sometimes you feel like, fuck this, I don't want I'm going to do my own thing because I don't really fuck with you guys. But a lot of that also is like getting put into a corner and just trying to be in self-defense. So to me, it's like always just reminding that kid in me that, like, hey, dude, like you are enough and I'm here, like, for you. And I love you. And like also being a father, like having to do that with my kids, and life goes full circle. And for me, it's always good for people to take a step back and just realize, like, hey man, like this is a dream of yours, and it doesn't matter if you're playing on the stage with the Jelly Roll or a Teddy Swims or any of that. Like what matters is like the effort that you put in and like how much you love this music. And to me, the answer would definitely be like that you are enough and that I love you. And then also would be like, this is not about any of that. This is for the people that you're speaking to, the everyday person that's going through life, the single father who lost his wife and has to raise his kids, the guy who's an addict and his family abandoned him, the the single mother who has to raise, like my mother, 4 kids on her own, the bartender that's just trying to get through so she can make enough money to pay a tuition so she could go to college and actually get the career she wants. The lineman that goes out and risks his life every day to help people in this hurricane get power again. The
Every,
soldiers that go to
everyone's got a
war and
story, right?
you know what I mean?
Everyone's got a story, and you just never know what's going on.
Yeah.
Um, Well, we are thrilled to have you in Ocean City, and you are definitely enough. And you're not going to be alone in Ocean's Calling because there are going to be thousands of people there calling your name, taking your picture, and excited to hear you. What's one song that you're planning on playing? If you can tell us, because you are kicking off on the boogie stage at 1:45, you are pretty much kicking off. You are kicking off the boogie stage. You are
Yeah.
the first act on the third stage. What are you going to play for us?
I mean, I'm obviously going to play everyone's favorite, Joyride, for sure. That's definitely a set. But I'm going to play a lot of stuff. Like, I mean, honestly, it's going to be a really good set. I don't want to give too much away, but there's going to be a lot of like moments. I mean, my favorite moments are always when it gets broken down and I could just play like a Down to My Grave or those type of songs are
Well,
my
we
favorites.
Well, we cannot wait to see you. We will see you at 1:45 on the Boogie stage on Friday. Thank you so much, Houston, for joining us here at OceanCity.com.
Thank you so much, and I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to
Of,
speak.
of course, we'll see you on Friday.
Thank you.